Okay, guys. Hello. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss on a very important topic of all the medical graduates around. So that is the career options after MBBS. A lot of people think on this and feel very depressed or low, thinking that there are less career options after MBBS. So let's have a look on what are the different options that we have. So let's start. So the very important thing that we have is the known thing. A lot of competition is going on that we see all around in the colleges about MDMS, that is through NEET PG or INI-CET, lot of ways. And if this is not possible, we also tend to opt on another exam called as DNB. So the very important as well as the second important thing that we see here is about research. Now we have a separate field called as ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research. So in this you have a lot of posts coming for MBBS students as research consultant and all. So please get back to the ICMR website, see whenever you are free enough. So you will get a lot of posts with the eligibility criteria as just MBBS. So you can very readily apply on this particular thing and you will be getting a huge amount of salary as well. So somewhere around 60 to 70k is what we can expect from ICMR for a MBBS graduate. So in hand you will be getting around 50k in hand after going all your savings. So next important thing is about PHC. So in this PHC you can get around 30k in the contract basics. So if you are going through PSC, also called as Public Service Commission exams, you will be getting around 60 to 80k. So this is a bit different process in different state. So to get a contract position for 30k, you have to either ask your district health officer or concerned director at the state level for health as well as family welfare. So this is what the procedure is followed. If this is one of the kind of procedure, in some states there is only exam for this particular position as medical officer, which is a permanent one, which you will have job security as well as a lot of perks with the state government, that is Public Service Commission. If it is Karnataka, you will get KPSC. If it is Andhra, you will get Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission. In different states you have different public service commissions through which the exams are conducted, and if you are being recruited out of the exam, so you'll be getting around 60 to 80k. In some of the big cities you will be getting also 1 lakh salary with all the perks that a government medical officer would be enjoying. So this is completely depending upon the state that you are writing exam for. The very important thing is here all the foreign residencies would be coming. So that is PLAB, which will be having step 1, step 2. You'll be doing a foundation course of 2 years if you have not done anything here in your home country, and you'll be also tend to do 1 year of FY1 if you have done your internship in your home country. So you'll be having around 6 to 8 years of residency, so except for family medicine, which is for 3 years, and you will be getting around 2 to 3k of stipends in your euros. Very important thing about USMLE is step 1, step 2, step 3 you'll be giving, and you'll be matching the residency after that, and you'll be having AMC, and you'll be also having Dubai licensing examination, and you'll be also having the Canada medical examination. So the very important fifth one is about ship physician. So here the doctor would be, you would be working as a physician in the ship or a big cruise ship. It is not very small one. So the very important criteria for this is MBBS with BLS as well as ACLS, which is advanced cardiac life support as well as basic life support. So after having these 2 courses in a proper clinical setup, you can apply with MBBS as the eligibility with these two important clinical courses. So this is what here it is, and you'll be getting a huge amount of salary, 7,500 to 11,000 US dollars per month, depending on the cruise ship. But you'll be having a huge amount of tax to be paid back to the government as well. So handsome amount of salary is where you would be expecting around. Sixth option is World Health Organization, UNICEF, United Nations, all these complete branches of UN. You can be working, but you would be expecting a huge amount of travel or huge amount of desk work. Being it is an international organization, you will be expecting a huge work concerning on that particular things. So very important is 7. It's like a very fancy job kind of thing. You can be, if you're not interested to go back to the medical side, you can automatically shift back to the UPSC, a civil service examination. It is conducted by UPSC, your Union Public Service Commission, and you can also compete for State Public Service Commission. Example, if it is Karnataka, you can go for KPSC. If it is Andhra, you can go for APPSC. If it is Kashmir, you can go for Kashmir Public Service Commission, where you will be giving an examination for administrative post at if it is for state PHC, it will be the first posting as Tahsildar, so you'll be looking after one complete Tahsil. If it is for UPSC, your first posting will be as assistant commissioner or as a deputy commissioner, so you'll be expecting as IAS, IPS, IFS, lot of perks. So many people from MBBS tend to go towards UPSC. So this is what the diplomatic passport would look like. So UPSC, in that also IFS, because people would be sitting in the WHO, FAO as the people who would be representing India. So that is another important thing. So this is how it is. You will be having to giving prelims 2 papers, general studies CSAT. Next mains, you'll be having 9 papers, qualifying 2 languages papers with 1 essay, 4 GS papers. Here in the optional, you can take medical sciences as an optional. And coming to the interview, you will be having an interview for 275 marks. So this is completely and face-to-face interview with around 4 to 5 panel members. So depending upon that merit, you will be deciding either you will be getting IAS, IPS or IFS. You have such commissioner level post of 24 department. So you can be IRS for narcotics, for taxes, and you can also expect your IDES and IPOS and this postal service, and for Indian Trade Service, Indian Railway Traffic Service, Indian Railway Personal Service. So like this, you have a lot of things, like in 24 different departments, and even Indian Information Service. So every post is at Group A service, which is for you will be expecting a good amount of 56,000 as basic pay, 56k as a basic pay, with all the perks of government car, government car with all the facilities. So this is all what you can expect out of this UPSC. But this examination has bit heavy competition as well, so you have to take a very wise decision for this. And next one is the MBA. If you are good with this particular thing, so you can be taking all this local exams, CAT, CMAT, MAT, ZAT, NMAT, SNEP, ATMA, and this GMAT as well as GRE. This will be for foreign institutions as well. So you can see what are the differences between GMAT and GRE, the scoring system in this one as well. What is the difference that can bring you up here? So another one, the difference between MBA after MBBS as well as hospital management, MD hospital management, is that if you want to do an MD hospital management, you will be going through NEET PG examination to this particular course. But if you are interested in doing MBA in any of the IITs, NITs or any IIMs, then you have to go through MBA. So that is the difference between here MBA as well as hospital management. But near to near, both the people will be doing the same thing, that is either the management of hospital or any of the big medical systems or medical technologies, medical companies, all such things. So coming back to 9th option is duty doctors. So this nowadays we cannot see a lot of offline duty doctors. This can be in corporate hospitals, government hospitals, especially the corporate hospitals when you take back to this particular thing. So and a lot of online platforms have come like Practo, Liberate and Protea. So in this particular thing, you can sit back in your home, register there with 3 to 5,000, and you can start back your online practice. You'll be getting a handsome amount. That is thing. 10th option is UPSC CMS. So this is a combined medical services. You will be not required to read all the complete subjects. Only general medicine, surgery with the ENT, ophthalmology, or orthopedic stomatology, pedia, gynae, and PSM is what is required. So the important posts are like junior posts in central health service. We call it as CHS, and assistant divisional medical officer ADMO, and assistant medical officer in Indian Ordnance Factory Service. This is for Ordnance Factory Service, is a military equipment one, and general duty doctor in Delhi Municipal Corporation, all these things. So the pay is around 58 is what you will get. And next one is Army Medical Corps. So this can be through Staff Selection Commission. So you will be competing with the AFMC people, Armed Forces Medical College, Pune. So these are permanent commissioned people. So you will be sitting here as a short commission person. So what is the important thing here is, after 2 years of your service, you will be provided 3 opportunities for appearing for the permanent commission. So you will be having a commission interview. Eligibility is minimum 2 years of service, maximum 8 years of service, and age less than 30 years for MBBS, and 31 for diploma holders. Any of the diploma, like a diploma in gynecology, diploma in pediatrics, child health. For 35 years for postgraduate people, and maximum only 3 attempts are given. If you are not to the if you are not applied to the permanent commission, then you will be having 14 years of time to get back to your normal things. But in the short commission, so you will also be having the benefits of salary around 56,000. That's where the basic pay starts with. Free medical benefits, free ration, accommodation, free quality of education for your kids. Pension is not available for short commission officers. It is only for permanent commission members. You will be getting that. And even the post graduation is only for permanent commission member officers after the 4 years of thing. But if it is for short commission officers, they have to get after it a bond of 14 years. So that is what it is. And next, you can also get back to the private practice. You can keep in your own clinic. You can start practicing in your own clinic in your own locality. So that is one important thing. 13th option, Singapore Medical Council registration. If your college is within this particular thing, so if your study of college is within this colleges, so you can directly apply for that, and you can start your practice. So this is what it is. So next is non-PG residency in medical colleges, and coming to next is Doctors Without Borders. And coming to the 16th option is about pharma company. You will be there as a like junior scientist, or you will be also in some administrative scientific field. You will be sitting there. So people having research articles will be given much preference here. So you will be expecting around 1 to 1.5 lakh as a salary per month, with all the perks that you can get here in the corporate system. So next is Masters in Medical Science as well as Technology by IIT Kharagpur. This is only for medical people. This is again like a PG, but 2 years of PG, having known with it is like complete cross section. It's like bringing up the medical sciences and technology into one particular frame. And the 18th option is insurance policy as a doctor. Some people will be also having in very basement jobs, like to decide is that to give the insurance or not. And sometime in later part of your life, as deciding the policies or setting up the eligibility criteria for that things. So next is biodesign innovation. Lot of fellowship programs have come for innovations, for creating lot of important scientific equipment. So you will be also having these things. And last but not least, medical content writing. But this one often a low side seen thing, but you can also expect a good amount of salary. It's like freelancing. You can get a huge amount of pay just with it's your concern on how much you would be earning here. It is like per article, per website. So sometimes this is on the complete your side, how would you be getting the salary depending upon either monthly or either on, like, different strategies would be there. And 21, you can also do PGDMLE. This is postgraduate diploma in medico-legal ethics. So this is important one. So which you will be experiencing here is all about medical law as well as ethics. So this ends the video for the complete career guidance on how you can, what are the different important career options are there left after MBBS. Not only a PG is the main option. So you have a lot of things here. So if you want to get any information very particular on anything, so let me know in the comment box. I'll be doing a separate video on that particular things. So better with go for all the official websites, whatever the information I have given, so that you'll be knowing all the information very clearly on that particular things. So thank you.